Hi guys, it's Kira here. I just wanted to talk to you guys about disabilities and what it's like to have a disability. Well, first of all, um, when I was a young girl, um, first of all, um, my I was diagnosed with a rare congenital brain disorder called hemimegalencephaly. It's a type of disorder that made my brain so that it would be slightly larger than the other side. Um, and it caused me to have seizures for half of my life. Um, as I look back today, I think of my condition as um, a really you know cool experience that I've learned through my life. Um, Not only that I have uh, the condition still, but I do not have seizures anymore, and um, I don't have to deal with them anymore. But as far as I know of, back when I was a kid, um, I was bullied a lot, and I just could not handle myself as a person who was dealing with these seizures that I could not um, get rid of. And so, um, basically, I could not control my seizures from coming and going. And just, it's just a miracle that I have had the opportunity to have um, surgery 10 years ago. And I look at it as a very life changing um, experience. And I just feel like, people are more like kind of understand what it's like to have a disability, even though to yourself it's like, what is the other person thinking about me? Or um what are they, you know why are they bullying me, or why are they staring at me, or you know uh, all those things that kind of relate to having a disability is not easy, because first of all, if you have a disability, then you can't really do anything about it, because for you to have a disability, that's basically your thing. And I basically feel like people are um, not basically thinking about it, because it's like, well, first of all, I have autism, and it's on the spectrum, and my autism is called autism spectrum disorder, which is um basically a part of my life. I was diagnosed with autism at a certain age, and nowadays I look back at it, and um, my autism doesn't really seem to affect me as much as it used to when I was a kid. But as I look back today, I find my autism very, very inspirational to other kids who have autism or different disabilities. And I actually have a friend who has Down syndrome, and she is the most sweetest, most kindest person I can ever have in my life. And thinking about it just makes me feel like I have someone to look up to. Um, and I honestly feel kind of like she's there for me and she's always been there for me. And so, um, but when it comes to having a disability, it's like it kind of pushes your limits sometimes because you don't know what to expect, and you know people can say what they want to say, but they are totally wrong, and they don't know what it's like to have a disability. And so when you look at it, it's like, you know, people will hate other people, but you can choose not to give that attention to them. And I just feel like, people are, you know, they don't know what it's like to have a disability. And so, um, my brother, he actually has a disability too. He has autism as well, and he does similar things that I do, and it's not a big deal because he's my brother basically. But I really encourage people to not bring themselves down just because they have a disability. Um, Having a disability means, you are unique in your own way, and you deserve the right to be who you are and have your own dreams and own goals to have. And you deserve to have a life of your own and grow up and do the things you love. And I feel like, people just do not understand, disabilities sometimes, because as a child growing up, I never understood what it was like to have autism or have seizures in school and miss out on a lot of things, and pretty much um, not do the things I wanted to do. And so nowadays I look back and I think I have been suffering my entire life, having to have seizures for like at least half of my life. And then I find out that I get this brand new life that I've never had before. And I just feel blessed, totally blessed, because not a lot of people understand what it's like to have a seizure condition. And, my story is basically something I want to tell people, but sometimes I just can't tell the story because I would feel like people are looking at me weird, or, just telling me what I should do and shouldn't do. And, you know, I'm just like, people, if, like I'm trying to say is, if you have a disability, don't let the people down. Don't let other people bring you down, because honestly, you deserve the right to have your life and your unique disability. And I believe that if you want to achieve your dreams and your goals, then go for it. because I believe that every single person on this planet that has a disability deserves to achieve their dreams and goals. And it's not easy because people look at you and they look at the bad stuff that you do, and they just don't focus on the good stuff that you do. And so, you know, it's easy to be nice to each other than it is to be a bully to each other. And so, when I think of it, it's just, well, be yourself and ignore the people who hate you. And so, it's not that easy to have a disability, but you can't control that, because once you have a disability and a disorder that you cannot control or get rid of, you can't get rid of it, because it's a part of your life, and it's not that easy to be affected by it. And so when my parents found out that I had seizures, they were trying to figure out a way as best as they could to take care of me and just, do the best they could. But, now that I'm able to live my life without having seizures anymore, I am living by myself. I am, learning transportation and all the stuff that I could not do. Now I am able to do all these things by myself without my parents having to worry about me. And it's just nice to have a way to, be able to, take control of your life for once. And it's just easy to say disabilities are a part of your life, and you can't control that. And so the only way that you can do is be nice to people and just be nice to others, and help each other out, and be kind, and have a kind heart. And if for once, just be nice to each other. So as far as I know of, my friend who has Down syndrome, I see her as a really good influence. And I've been asking to hang out with her a few times, and it's been nice to be able to go out and hang out with her. Because people with Down syndrome, I think, are very unique and very kind-hearted, and they're just so, super, super nice. And I just cannot even say any words that describe Down syndrome. And it's all over the world. I see people all over the world that come to Utah or live in Utah, and they basically have autism or Down syndrome, or all kinds of disabilities. And it's not just me, it's a lot of people around the world who have different disabilities like me, and all sorts of things. So yeah, it's pretty fun to know that I am not alone, and it's just I just think people with disabilities are so wonderful and so unique in their own ways, and um especially if you guys have been bullied before, I completely understand what you've been through, and I can understand why people would do that sort of thing, and it is not right to make fun of people who have disabilities. Um, but anyway, uh, yeah, I hope you guys have a great night, and you know, just remember to keep smiling and keep your head high, and you know, do what you love and achieve your dreams and goals. And um, I encourage you all to just focus on yourself and do the things you love doing, and don't worry about people who hate you guys. And just I just really encourage you guys to focus on yourself and achieve your dreams and goals for yourself, no matter what people think. Um, anyway, I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.